Good morning, whichever you've chosen to, whatever point of day that you've chosen to do this workout. This is going to be a chair seated stretch, focusing mainly on traditional stretches. Before we start, I just want to remind you that it is advised that you or any of your family members that may be joining this session consult the physician before starting any exercise or wellness session, especially if you have any known medical conditions and or if you're pregnant. If you experience any dizziness or feel faint during this class, please stop immediately. We are not able to assume liability for any accidents or injuries. So we're going to start, and you will need a chair today. We're going to do some chair standing and some chair stretches, I should say, and also some seated, all pertaining to hips, all right? So let's get started. Sitting on the chair. Your abdominals are contracted, always. Nice and tall. Just going to readjust that screen one more time so you get a fuller view. And your hips are halfway off the chair. Your feet are squared. So your knees are right over your ankles. Your hip joints are squared as well. Your shoulders are right over your hips. From here, I'm going to ask you to roll the shoulders back. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose if you can. Otherwise, use your mouth. But be mindful with your breath. So you want to exhale twice as long as you inhale and eventually slow both of them down. One more time, breathing out. And relaxing here. Take a deep breath in. Lift those arms all the way up. Stretching it up and take it down. One more time. Lift it up. Stretching it up. Hold here. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And give yourself a nice little stretch. Side bend. Inhale up just to warm up the areas here. And lift it up. And take the arms all the way down. Roll the shoulders back again. Keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. One more time. Take those arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers. And side bend over to one side. Over to the other side. Let's do that one more time. Taking to the center and lower your arms down. Focusing on depressing the shoulder blades down. Lift those arms all the way up. Here, reach, side bend. And over to the other side. From here, release the hands down. Place them behind your back. If you could clasp back of the chair. From here, lift the chest up slightly. Release it. Now take one arm. And you're going to rotate, placing your left arm onto the right outer thigh near the knee, and then with the right hand on the back of the chair, and twist over. So you're doing a little bit of rotation to your right, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, let's do it on the other side. Let's repeat that. Inhale, forward. Exhale, over to the other side. I just want to get a few of these basic stretches for your spine. We don't shock any part of your body as we go right into the other stretches that will incorporate some rotation as well as forward bending. And relax it. From here, I'm going to ask you to take one leg, cross it over, and take a deep breath in. Exhale, I'm going to ask you to forward bend. Breathing deeply. Inhale, lift it up. Stay on the same side. I have my right leg crossed. I'm going to turn my torso to the right, so it's on a diagonal. I'm going to keep my right hand on the chair for a little bit of support as I'm forward bending on a right diagonal. Lift it up. Okay, turn your torso forward. Give me another forward bend. And again, if something doesn't feel right to your body, if you have any limitations in various joints, your hip and your knees, please accommodate to it. Your body's screaming and telling you it's not working for you. Don't do it. Okay, rotate over to the right on the right diagonal and forward bend again. And lift up. Okay, we're going to put a combination of those two together. You're going to do a forward bend. You're going to stay low and you're going to move your body across to the right diagonal position, then lift up. Stay in this rotational direction to the right. Now you're going to forward fold on that right. Stay low. Move your body across to the center, so you're forward, and lift. Let's do it again. Forward. And move your body over to the right diagonal position. Lift up. and forward. I mean, not forward, diagonal fold. Move it and lift it up. Good. From there, take that right leg. I want you to hook your arm underneath it. Move it across the midline and then slightly out. Across. Now you may need both hands to hold the leg up. That's fine. And do it again. Across. Now, with the right leg and the right arm hook, move it back. Stay upright. And move it back towards your armpit. Then take it across the body, the midline of the body, as close to the chest as possible. Then lift it up like a little crescent and lift it up again and plant it down. Okay, let's take the other leg and cross it. Let's bend forward. Holding it here. And then lift it up. Now let's turn the torso, your chest on a left diagonal and bend forward. Well, bending towards that left diagonal. And then lift it up. Again, turn it forward, bend forward. Just working these movements independently first, then we're going to put it together. Lift it up, turn, and bend forward on that left diagonal. And lift up. All right, turn forward. Let's put those two together. Bend forward, stay low, move the torso to the left diagonal position, lift up. Stay there in that rotation, bending, move forward, then lift up. Let's do it again. Bend forward. Move along in the low position towards the left diagonal, lift. And now, bending forward there towards the left, move it to the forward position, and then up. Grab hold of the left leg, hook underneath, okay? Nice and tall, and just move the leg over the midline and pretend a middle line running down the center of your body, the midline of the body. Do it again. Now, as you bring it back, I want you to really press that knee as close to the armpit as you can. You'll find that one side is a lot looser than the other, and now you're going to bring it. So I'm actually going to apply a little bit more force to hold that leg across the body now, close to the chest as possible. Just stretching it out here. And release it. All right. Let's just roll the shoulders back. Let's do a little bit of a rotation movement again. So I'm now rotating to the left with my right hand on the outside of my left thigh, or actually near my knee area. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, rotate to the other side. All right, let's take it forward. I'm going to ask you to extend both legs with the toes up, and you're going to take a forward bend with the legs extended. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you feel a little bit awkward, or you're not sure of balance, you could do this with one leg. All right, so I'm going to stay with both legs today. If you are doing one leg, just hold it there for another moment. Then switch your legs if you're doing one leg. We'll keep holding for you. And release it up, everybody. Okay, onto your feet. Remove the chair. Take that out of the way. Okay. I'm going to ask you to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and come down into a forward fold. Keep the knees bent and soft, just to relax any issues into the lower back here. Then bend the knees and come down into a seated position. All right. From there, I'm going to ask you to take one leg again. And all I want you to do is rotate the knee out of the hip socket. And let the leg go. Don't hold on to it. I know it might be a little tight still. Got to let that go. Release it out of the hip. Okay, and hold it here. Let's do it the other way. I know the knee wants to do the movement. Let your arm, that leg fall let its weight fall into your arms and let it move. All right, from there, take the calf now and just rock it as it's lifted. Rock it, pushing the heel across your body. Push it. Now push it one more time and hold it there. And release. That bottom leg, extend it out. Take the top leg, just place it on top. From here, lower that right knee down or try to hold on to it, and as you bend forward. Breathing deeply into that hip. Lift. Let's do that one more time. Let's bend forward. Let that stretch develop. Let the hip loosen up. Inhale, lift up. Take that same leg. You can place the sole of the foot down onto the ground. Take the opposite arm to that right knee, so by left. Bringing the knee as close to the chest if you can. If you can't hold it there, hold it from underneath. Lengthening the spine. Inhale, exhale, rotate over. Look over the back shoulder. Now, the key is you don't want to lift that right hip off the ground. You want to press it down as you think the spine is growing up tall. Release it forward. From there, uncross the leg. Bring the other leg in. Okay, you're going to hold it and just circle. Let the weight of the leg fall into your arms and allow you to control the circle. One more time. All right, do it the other way. It's going to be a hard thing for people to let go of the leg. The leg will probably be moving itself, but let the weight just fall in your arms and you move that leg around. Very difficult, actually. Hold. You're going to grab the calf now, along with your hand underneath it. And all I want you to do is flex the foot and push the foot away. So you're crossing the midline of the body, pushing, leading with the heel. Release it back. Do it again. Push it. One more time. And as I said before, push it. You'll feel that one side is tighter than the other. Sitting nice and tall. That's the key. Okay, release it down. Place that leg onto the extended leg out. Inhale breath. As you exhale, I want you to bend forward. Now you can certainly hold on to the foot or even the calf, or you don't even have to. You can leave your hands by your side. But what I do want is a flat back. Inhale, lengthen up to a vertical position. Exhale, and once again, fold forward. Breathing it deep, allowing the connective structures and the muscles crossing into and around that hip joint to release. And take it up. Okay, from there, we're going to take that leg and we place the sole of the foot right onto the ground, sitting nice and tall. I'm going to wrap my left arm around my right arm around the left knee, lengthening up as I inhale. Place my left arm behind my back or close to it. And then I'm going to rotate over and I'm going to push that left hip down into the ground. Just keep holding it. Rotate forward. One more time. Give a little bit more rotation here. And release, take it forward. From here, just shake out your legs and draw them underneath. Come into all fours. Round up through the spine. And then tuck your heels under. And I want you to lift the base of your pelvis up into a downward facing dog. I know this is not a yoga version, but I just want you to get a good stretch into the back as well as your hamstrings. Because overall, it will promote a little bit more loosening throughout the hip as well. There's less tension in other areas. Then from here, just walk your hands together to your feet or your feet to your hands and then roll it up. Okay, from here, take a deep breath in and just give me a fold. Bending the knees as you come down, roll it up. Okay, we're going to take the right leg. You're going to step behind the left. If you have an issue with balance, hold on to something. If you have hypertension, high blood pressure, heart condition, breathing problems, you may not want to bring your head down and stay down for as long. So I've brought my right leg behind, and I'm going to move my arms over, my hands over to the left side. And I did a little rotation in the spine, so my hip's actually sticking out to the right a little bit. I'm bringing my chest as close to the legs as possible. The soles of my feet are firmly planted on the ground. And if you need, you might need to do this with bent knees, do it. That's okay. Then walk your hands forward. Bend your knees, everybody, and roll it up. Uncross. Let's do the other side here. Okay, cross, left behind. Deep breath in. Bend your knees, forward bending. Exhale, lift the hips up to the ceiling and move your hands over to the right side. Once again, soles of the feet on the ground. If you need, keep your knees bent. Contract your abdominals at all times. Okay, walk your hands forward, bend the knees, and roll it up. Okay, uncross the legs, roll the shoulders back a couple of times. Shimmy in a little bit into the hips. Take a deep breath in, lift those arms all the way up. Then bring down to your heart center. So that is your stretch, and it was based on stretching through the hips with a little bit of rotation. I hope you enjoy that. Come back and see me soon. Thank you for joining us.